Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today I will be putting together and unboxing this Serberys Raiders and Sulphurhounds box. I will be assembling them as Serberys Sulphurhounds. Okay. 3 bases and 2 sprues. Oh, some lovely Admech transfers. The assembly guide and our sprues. A lot going on there. Remember, there are only 3 guys, but look, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different heads. So that's pretty awesome. You'll have lots of extra head bits from this. Looks like we've got a bunch of really neat little things. Look, we've got some rifles on the holster and the swords on the back. I'm excited to put these guys together. It looks like the heads, if you did want to decide to magnetize it, it looks like the heads connect at the neck. So it looks like if you wanted to have the 2 options, you could do that. I do not think I'll be doing it, but it looks like the magnetization is pretty straightforward there. Things that I always bring with me: the assembly handle, our hobby knife, our tweezers for little fiddly bits, the hobby cutters, and my plastic glue. Okay, so again, I'm going to go with these guys. They suit my style of play. Raider. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. 5 different ranger heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this fella has a face. 7. Only 2 of these guys, sadly. I kind of wanted them to do all of it. It looks like it's the crown. I've got to pull it off, but it looks like they've got the comb on the front of his face. That kind of looks awkward. Maybe I'll cut it off and put it on the back, but there's only 2 of them. Which 2 shall I choose? Skip past the Raiders. Sulphurhounds. So if you didn't check out the video where I went through all of the rules, I'll have that in the description below. Or you know what? Maybe I'll just show it to you right here. The Serberys Sulphurhound. This unit contains 1 Serberys Alpha and 2 Serberys Sulphurhounds, and it can get up to 9 in a unit altogether. Serberys Sulphurhound Alpha is equipped with a Phosphor Blast Pistol, Sulphur Breath, Claw Limbs, and a Power Maul. Every Serberys Sulphurhound is equipped with 2 Phosphor Pistols, Sulphur Breath, and Clawed Limbs. And then for every 3 unit models this unit contains, 1 Serberys Sulphurhound can be equipped with 1 Phosphor Blast Carbine instead of a Phosphor Pistol. Okay. They move at 12 inches, 4+ weapon skill, 3+ ballistic skill, 3 strength, 3 toughness, 3 wounds each, which is nice, expected for something on a mount, but that's great. 1 attack, or the Alpha has 2 attacks, 6 and 7 leadership, and 4+ save. So let's see. The 1. So the unit will have, if it's a unit of 3, it will have 1 Phosphor Blast Pistol, which is 12-inch range. Pistol 1, 5 strength. 5 strength is always nice. AP -1, 1 damage. So that's nice. When resolving this attack, the target does not receive the benefit of cover, which is fantastic. And cover is gonna, they say that the terrain is gonna come into more play, so maybe this will be even better when we check out the new rules when they come. 9th edition, I mean. Phosphor pistols will probably... Phosphor pistol. Unless we go with the Phosphor Blast Carbine, we'll have 4 Phosphor pistols. So 12-inch, pistol 1, strength 4 instead of 5, but it still has an AP -1, 1 damage, and it does not, the target does not receive the benefit of cover. That right there is where it connected to the sprue, and you see the piece of it is supposed to stay there, so when you get to that part, don't cut off that tiny little piece. According to its other feet, it's supposed to be there. Very awkward spot for a sprue connection, though. And everyone has sulfur breath, so that's 3 sulfur breaths per 3. 8 inches, pistol D6, look at that. So their breath, you can use it in combat. That's really cool. D6, so 3d6 in combat before you actually go on to your melee, which is neat. 4 strength, -1 AP, which is nice, 1 damage each, and it works as a flamer. It automatically scores a hit, you don't roll. In addition, it does not receive the benefit of cover. Right, and then you can change one of these 4 pistols to the Phosphor Blast Carbine, which is a 24-inch, assault 4, 5 strength, -1 AP, 1 damage, and when resolving the attack made with this weapon, the target does not receive the benefit of cover. Such a nice looking model. Look at all that detail. That's neat. So clawed limbs, everyone has that as well. Melee +1, so a strength of 4, 0, 1. When the bear fights, it makes 2 additional attacks with this weapon. So we are looking at 10 clawed limbs attacking. That's a lot of dice. And 1 power maul, which is 2 attacks at strength 5, AP -1, 1 damage. This seems like a really nice amount of melee damage. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so their abilities are Canticles of the Omnissiah, Pistoliers. You can choose to fire pistol weapon. Models in this unit are equipped with, even if this unit advanced this turn. So that's pretty cool. They've got Rad Saturation, which is the subtract 1 from toughness characteristic of enemy units while units without the vehicle keyword while they're within 1 inch of any enemy units from their army with this ability. There doesn't seem to be any reason to make them larger than their 3 units. That's how I'd probably do it. If I had 9 of these guys, I'd separate them into 3 units. Yeah, I think I would probably not magnetize. I would probably not glue this part in and keep it as part of the piece that you take off, because they're 2 different ones, and it looks like this one specifically fits this piece, so I'd probably have it this and that as one piece that I take on and off for magnetization purposes. Now, he is done. Look at that. You could totally have him going around by himself without a rider if you wanted to. It all depends on how much they cost to play. Sulphurhounds are 16 points per model, not including war gear. So 16, 32, 48 points. And that's 9 wounds for 48 points. Whoops. Okay, what do we got? We've got phosphor pistols. 1 point each. So 4 phosphor pistols, so that's up to 52 points. Or if they chose, what is it? Phosphor Blast Carbine. 15 points. So either 52. Yeah, I don't think I'd bother with it. Probably not. I don't think I'd bother with it. What do you think? Would you bother with it, or would you just keep your 4 pistols? I think I'd just keep my 4 pistols. I mean, yeah, I think I'd just keep my 4 pistols instead of that. Now, Sulphur Breath, I'm assuming is nothing. Sulphur Breath, nothing. Phosphor blast pistol 5. Okay, so it was 52, 57, power maul 4, 57, 61 points. Yep, 61 points. 61 points for all of that damage and 9 wounds. I'm doing it. Yep, I'm doing it. I have no idea where I'm putting them in and what I'm taking out, but I'm making these guys happen. So the feet of the rider and the horse itself, you can't particularly change the orientation of how they are, but these shoulders and arms, you could a bit. The head, of course, you can completely decide which way you want the head to be facing. And it would be easy to magnetize the 2 different head types on from the looks of it because they're completely separate pieces. I did not find the right arm right away, so I just continued assembling until I found it. As you can see, one arm goes over his chest and the other arm extends out, and the guns are pointing in the same direction. But with a little bit of tweaking, you could change it up a bit, I think. It really is just a shoulder to torso attachment. And now for the leader's head, I cut off the backwards comb very carefully with the hobby knife and shaved off little pieces of his helmet that weren't smooth because there was little metal pieces, decorations that I had to shave off. I determined where I wanted the comb to go and in what way. Applied plastic glue as if the comb was always meant to be there, and put on the comb. I'm quite content with how it turned out, and it wasn't difficult to do. I'm not going to show you the other 2 assemblies of the horses or the men because it is basically the same as you saw in the very first one. And here they are with the alpha in the middle with his comb on correctly, to my mind anyway. These were primed with Vallejo Gloss Black Primer and followed up by that with a layer of Dura Aluminum, also by Vallejo Metal Color Air. I did all of this with an airbrush. These are his 2 men, the alpha's 2 sidekicks. There were multiple pieces extra. I think there was, if you included the heads and the other double-handed weapons as 1 bit, you got like 40 extra bits. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye!